I'm not wasting my $68 foundation to be sitting in the house.
Caught me at the right time, baby. Oh, I was at
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the title, we are going to be doing a full face using Pat Mcgrath products. And I'm so excited because I just love Pat Mcgrath. I love her work. I love her artistry. I love her brand. I love the brand that she curated. I love that this brand was made by a Black woman. It's just very empowering, okay? Like when I think Pat Mcgrath, I think like runway, ethereal, fabulous, luxe, just everything, I just love it. I just love it. She gives skin. I love it. All these products were purchased by me. Nothing was sent to me, okay? I purchased all these products by myself. So I know I'm hyped and I'm hyping her up, but baby, this was not sponsored, okay? And I'm so happy that I purchased everything and loved everything. A lot of times it's hit or miss with these one brand tutorials, and I genuinely feel like, I keep looking at myself, I genuinely feel like this is my most successful one brand tutorial that I've ever done. This is literally my favorite one. Like, I feel like everything worked how it was supposed to work. I didn't have to finesse anything. I didn't have to make anything work. It just looks so good. Like, and I have on eyeshadow today, guys. Like, what? For those of you who may be new to my channel or new to me, I love to do these one brand tutorials because I feel like I love to see how products work together, how they were curated, because a lot of times you may think you don't like a product, but when you use it with the product that it was made for, it makes magic. So that's one of the reasons. And also I know a lot of times it's hard to like go by what you see online, because Pat Mcgrath is not sold in a lot of stores at all. Like, I bought everything that I bought Pat Mcgrath, I'm trying to think, I bought online. I have not bought one thing in store. So if you're my shade or similar, this might help you a lot because I did a lot of research before actually purchasing it. So this is the shortcut for you. So I'm gonna stop talking, okay? If you wanna see how I got this look and how I feel about these products, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel and my other channel. Yes, I have two channels. We've discussed this already, okay? Don't be confused, do not be alarmed. And make sure you guys like this video and keep watching. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're looking real bougie and real luxe. It's very fitting for today's makeup tutorial. I have on my white robe. I just think a white robe is just giving like, I'm about to hit the red carpet, but I need somebody to do my face, and that's what we're about to do. My hair is juiced up. I have on a little bling. My necklace and my ring are from Mcgrath with Kyra's collab. Super cute. My nails are not done, but disregard that. I want to go ahead and do my brows off camera because Auntie Pat, I'm not going to call her auntie because I really do not like that people associate women over the age of 25 as auntie, like Black women specifically as auntie. So we're going to dead that. Miss Pat does not have brow products. So I'm about to do my brows off camera and be right back. All right, so my brows are done. I would have loved to do a feathery brow moment, but my brows are just not in that phase in their life. So we're just going to have to roll with this, okay? It's a very arched moment. So I'm gonna be starting off with, what am I gonna be starting off with today? I thought I was gonna be starting off with my face. Wow, I was literally gonna start off with my face, but I'm doing eyeshadow today, so okay, so I have two eyeshadow palettes. I have the Mothership 5. I have the Mothership 5 palette, and mine's is ran through, just FYI, but it looks like this. It has beautiful neutral shades. Like, if you buy one, yours will not look like this. I've had this for maybe over 2 years now, like maybe just 2 years. I had to look back, but I think it's been 2 years. But anyways, this palette is very pricey and looks very basic, but the quality of this, you guys, like, this is the best palette that I have, like, hands down. So if you're into eyeshadow and into different formulas of eyeshadows and all that, I would definitely invest. It's $125, which is a lot, but I would definitely invest in it because, as you can see, I have used this eyeshadow to the point where, like, I've stained certain one, like, it's crazy. But these formulas are so unique. I love them. So the next palette that I recently got was the Rose Decadence palette, and this one's a little bit smaller, but you guys know I love my pinky shade, so I could not resist. This was actually on sale. It might still be on sale on Sephora's website, but I got this one for $32. It retails for $64, I believe, so I think I got it for like half off. but definitely a good deal because her shadows are to die for. So I'm not sure what kind of look I'm going to be going for today. I'm going to dip back and forth between both shadow palettes, but I didn't want to just stick to this one because I knew if I did this one, I was going to do the same red with this like coppery color, this color right here. These are literally my two favorite eyeshadows ever, like ever. And I love this. Like, you guys, the formula of this, do you see this? It's like so shimmery but so sheer. Like, it's like one of those, it's just gorgeous. It's freaking gorgeous. And then I love this shade right here. It doesn't look like much, but it's a super pretty green, and it's also like that, but it kind of looks like pink when I shift it this way, and then it's just freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. You guys know I like to use concealer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Pat McGrath concealer. I'm gonna try not to keep saying the brand name because obviously it's Pat McGrath, but I'm gonna talk more about the concealer later, but just know that I'm priming my eyelids with this. And I'm gonna I would love to do my skin first, but I really want to focus on my eye and give you guys a good old eyeshadow look. So I'm just gonna throw it back and do my eyes first. So I'm gonna go into this palette first and go into this shade. It's a matte, and I'm gonna use that as my transition. And just, you know, do my thing. And I'm using a Morphe brush. I'm probably gonna be using all Morphe brushes. I did not purchase any of Pat's tools because I never, if you guys haven't noticed, when I do these one brand tutorials, I never really buy the brushes and stuff that come with the launches or with the brand, because I don't know, I just like to stick to what I know. And I feel like a lot of times brands that come out with brushes, they kind of flop. So I'm like good on that. Even though I did hear good things about her brushes, I also don't want to pay $55 for one brush. So I'm not going for a super perfect look today. I'm not going to try to achieve any of the looks on like Pat's Instagram. I was looking and I was like, maybe I could recreate something off of there. But I was like, you know, that's just not you, and I don't want to flop. I want to like use these products as I normally would so that I can get the best result. Because I feel like if I try to do something outside of what I normally do, I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna blame it on the products when it's really like the technique or something, you know? So I'm just gonna like stick to what I know and do what I do. Every time I do my makeup, this eyeshadow goes up higher than this one. But her mattes are so nice. They're so like buildable and smooth. They're not patchy. That is my pet peeve, is when I see a pretty eyeshadow and it starts patching up. Like that, and they try to be like, oh, it's the way you use them. No, eyeshadow should not be patching up. Everybody doesn't pat their eyeshadow on, so it shouldn't be a certain way that you use it. I get it, there's directions and there's way to use things, but eyeshadow is eyeshadow, baby, okay? So now I'm gonna go into this shade in the other palette, and I'm just going to deepen that up. Since it's like a darker purple, I'm gonna deepen that up. But honestly, I'm using both palettes because I have both of them, but don't feel like you have to get both. I could really achieve a look using this, but I'm using what I have, sis, okay? I paid for it. I spent a nice little penny, so we're gonna get our money's worth, all right? Now I'm gonna go in with this fuchsia shade. This is super pretty. I'm gonna use that shade, but I'm gonna use my glitter primer only because that's just how I do my eyeshadow. I like to apply my shimmer shades with the glitter primer. Yeah, whenever I'm doing a pretty dramatic look, I'm probably gonna use my glitter primer just because I want it to pop and stick and be super bold. It honestly doesn't matter how pigmented the shadow is or how good the formula is. I'm always gonna do this. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this and put it on the brush and then just apply that, and you see how it just sticks to the eye. It's so gorgeous. I feel like a lot of people don't do this technique, but I love doing this. It cuts down the time on your eyeshadow too. You're not packing on eyeshadow for 30 minutes. You just literally do a layer or two and you're good to go. I know you guys are probably so happy to see your girl doing an eyeshadow look because I will brown smoky you to death. Like, I will. I'm just gonna kind of go over it and blend it again and make sure that the purples are merging together nicely. And I really did kind of want this to be a super smoky, sultry moment, so I'm really liking the direction that this eyeshadow look is going. Like, I love this already. Oh my gosh. And as you can see, there's very minimal fallout, but I'm still just gonna, actually there's no fallout, but it's just like a habit. There's actually no fallout. Wow. After all this smokiness and packing on eyeshadows, there's nothing. I'm gonna go back to my eyes towards the end. For some reason, I never finish my eyes completely. I like go back. Very weird, I know, but whatever. So now I'm gonna go in and prime my face. I'm gonna be using the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. Base Perfections. Girl, these names. This primer claims to smooth, hydrate, and prep skin for a soft, focused, blurred effect. Runway tested and mother approved, okay? So off the bat, this packaging is very cheapy, but this primer is also very pricey. So none of Pat's other products feel like this. Like, literally, this whole sticker was like, when I got this, the sticker was like this. It was like open. Not an issue, but I feel like she put more money into the actual product versus the packaging, and that's not a big deal to me because it still has the same aesthetic, same vibe, so not a big deal. A lot of people complain about the packaging. I could care less. For me, packaging is a plus, but it doesn't make or break the product for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. It looks very like fluffy and airy. A lot of people said that this was a very like skincare like moisturizer, and you guys know I love that kind of primer. I love a nice skincare hydrating primer. I feel like this will work for all skin types the way that this feels. It absorbs really nicely into the skin, and already in the mirror, I don't know what you guys are seeing, but it did give me a blurring effect. I can always tell if it's gonna work. It's beating up, actually. You know how stuff be beating up? It's doing that right now. But yeah, I would just kind of more so pat it in and not like go like that. So next I'm gonna be going in with the Pat McGrath foundation. You guys know this is one of my favorite foundations, and I recently picked it up the other day because I was looking at my old videos and I was like, girl, you are giving skin, you are giving face. This foundation is the okay? I only stopped using it because I literally got this when we were like on lockdown, and I was like, girl, why are you wasting a $68 foundation in the house? Are you crazy? So I literally just stopped using it because I was like, I'm not wasting my $68 foundation to be sitting in the house. But originally I was a little skeptical about this shade. This is a shade Deep 24, and you know, it matches like perfectly. I feel like this is good for like my kind of no makeup days, my light makeup days where it's just gonna be really light. It's an exact match. But you guys know your girl likes to highlight. I like a bright under eye and all that, and once I start doing that, I feel like I look washed out. So I went ahead and got the foundation in medium deep 26. I saw Andrea Renee get this shade and it looks perfect on her, and we're actually the same shade in a lot of stuff. I don't know why I just don't use her for reference all the time, and I think this is the same shade that Jackie used as well. So I'm gonna try this shade out today and see how it works. You guys want to see how this looks on me, I'll leave videos below, and everything will be listed below, by the way, so make sure you guys check that out. I do have my computer in front of me because I kind of want to make sure that I'm hitting all the key points on these products because they are pricey, okay? And you're gonna want to know all the information, all the tea, okay? So this foundation is a medium coverage. It's a true medium in my opinion. I feel like it's not that buildable, but the finish is flawless. The finish is beautiful. Even for somebody like me with problem skin, I have blemishes all over. I feel like my face looks the best with this foundation, like in real life. And in pictures, it looks freaking amazing. Like, it's crazy because it's actually medium coverage. And I feel like the finish of this is actually natural. It is a natural finish, but it literally looks like skin. It looks like second skin. And on Sephora's website, it says that it's for all skin types. So if you're oily, if you're normal, if you're whatever in between, yeah. And this is super liquidy. Like, look at how this is like running. So It's super liquidy, but we're gonna get into it, okay? And I prefer to use this foundation. Oh, I like this so much better. Oh my gosh. I prefer to use this foundation with a brush because I feel like because it's so thin, the sponge really absorbs it. So I prefer to just use a brush and then go over it with my sponge. But I'm just gonna apply this to one side so that you guys can see. And actually, I might in the future mix the two shades. I'm gonna keep both of them, but I just felt like I just needed a different shade. The other one was just too, it was just too close to my skin tone. So when I started highlighting and stuff, it literally just looked kind of crazy. This is how this foundation looks on this side of my face versus this side. You guys see that my blemishes are still, you guys see that my blemishes are still peeking through, but let's just talk about how it matches my neck, okay? Because a lot of times y'all will be like, oh, your foundation's too dark or it's too light, but sometimes when it's too light on camera, it's actually matching my face, and when it's too dark, when you're seeing the comparison, it's actually matching my neck, and that's what I want. I want it to match my neck, ladies and gents, okay? So yes, this is one side of my face, and this is the other side with nothing, and this is actually my more problem side. You guys can see the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face. Believe it or not, I feel like this foundation is such a beginner friendly foundation. There's no like manipulating it. You don't have to use it a certain way. It literally melts into your skin. Like it literally is like going on so easy. And I feel like I'm applying it like an amateur in a sense, but it's like perfect. You have to remember, Pat curated, is this the right shade? Yep. Okay, you have to remember that Pat curated her brand off of her career. She is a runway makeup artist. She does celebrity makeup. So a lot of times when you're working in those kind of environments, you're having to work fast, under pressure. They want this like skin, like this looks beautiful. They want this like skin-like look, but still flawless and still beat. So that's how her brand, I feel like, I mean, I didn't talk to her personally, but that's how I look at it. I feel like that's how her brand was curated. You can't work with a foundation that you're having to let dry and then pat it out and go over it with a sponge. No, you need a foundation that's gonna look flawless and blend out in seconds, okay? And that's what she did. She created that. I feel like personally, this is a great everyday foundation. This is a great going out foundation. This is just that foundation. It photographs well. It looks great in real life. Like it looks even better in real life, in my opinion. Like you look like a walking filter. I feel like it's not giving the girls like Juvia's Place thick, because that's more of like that Instagrammy look, but it's giving like real life. Like I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna stop right here. I know it may not be what you guys are used to seeing. You guys still see my blemishes, but I promise you guys at the end it's gonna all come together. So now I'm gonna be going in with the Sublime Perfection Concealer, and I got two shades. I already had M20 and recently I got M26. So this concealer is full coverage, which I'm gonna speak on in a second, and it is a natural finish, which I love because most times full coverage concealers end up being matte and then under your eyes look super textured and leathery. Hate that. So I love these concealers. I don't use them as much, but they're actually amazing. I'm glad that I have both now, so I'm able to mix it in and do what I do. But as I apply this, this is MD26. Oh, this is MD26. So I guess that's medium deep 26. So you see how this is exactly my skin tone? I love that. So this is gonna add overall more coverage. I'm gonna kind of go in with this concealer. Instead of building the foundation up and having this thick layer of foundation and then doing this, girl, just do a light layer of foundation and then go in with your concealer. And I also want to speak on this concealer being full coverage. So although Pat Mcgrath is more of that like light, airy kind of look, what brands do, and I speak on this every single time I do a full brand tutorial, and I'm right every single time. If a brand has a full coverage foundation, chances are their concealer is going to be more light coverage because you already have a full coverage. You don't need to do full coverage and full coverage and full coverage. If a brand has a more light coverage foundation, for example, Pat Mcgrath, they're most likely going to come out with a full coverage concealer, just so that when you pair everything together, it looks flawless. And I promise you guys that's the case every time I do one of these one brand tutorials. I will try to link some of my other ones below. I've done them before. This is the first one on this channel, but it's just science, baby. It's chemistry, it's makeup, it is what it is, and I'm always right, okay? So now I'm gonna blend this out, and you can apply this like I just applied it as if I'm highlighting, but if you have like blemishes right here, like honestly that doesn't bother me, but if you have certain blemishes that you know for sure you want to cover up, like underneath my chin has been acting up because, is this the right shade? Yes, because you know, hormones, and I've been getting chin hairs. I don't know about y'all, but when 25 hit, the chin hairs started coming out. They came out to play. So a lot of my hyperpigmentation under here is because of hair growth, whatever. So if you have certain areas that you would like to target a little bit more, you can just add the concealer and you will see a huge difference. I try to be so informative in these videos, but I try not to talk too much because I know my videos be super lengthy, but I feel like I can't cram all of this into a 20-minute video, sis. I'm sorry. And you guys already see how it's the coverage. Do you guys see that? And I'm just gonna put a little bit right here. Like honestly, the concealer would be a bomb foundation. Not even gonna hold you. I feel like the foundation just gives you an even base, but the concealer, look at that. Do you guys see the difference? Just run it back. Look at it like 2 minutes ago before I blended it out, and look at my skin and my foundation now. Like it looks so good. It looks flawless, and it looks like skin. Now I'm gonna go into the shade M20, which is very bright, but you guys know I like a brightening under eye. And she, in my opinion, is kind of pinky. I don't think she's listed as having a pink undertone because I would never buy a concealer with a pink undertone. But it does come off kind of pink when I apply it, but then it blends out like really nicely. So I'm going to apply it like this. And I just love how this blends out. Like it just blends out so seamlessly. It melts into your skin. It's just to die for, darling, to die for. So the next product on the list is the Sublime Perfection setting powder, okay? So I bought medium 3 the other day because online, medium 3 actually looks like it would be a nice yellowy neutral tone, but it's not. It's very orangey. It even is coming off yellowy on the camera, but it's very orangey. This can actually be used all over my face, so I'm probably going to use this to set my whole face. But if you're my shade and you like a bright under eye, this is not it. Again, it will work for those natural days, because when I used it the other day, I did cheat a little bit, y'all. I'm sorry. I used it the other day because I couldn't help myself. It looked very natural and nice at the end, but it just was not giving me that beat look that I wanted. So, me being me, I went back and I bought, what shade is this? I went back and I bought medium, I went back and I bought light medium 2. Okay, and this is like a true yellow, but we're gonna try it today. So this powder is very, very, very natural. Let me give you guys the actual deep. So this is supposed to be a buildable, ultra weightless luxe setting powder. Okay, and it doesn't say the finish. I think this is a very natural finish. This is not, you know, I've been using my Chanel, and that's a setting powder, okay? But this one literally melts into your skin. So I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna set my under eye with this, and it literally melts. And I actually like this one a lot more. So you guys see how it melts into the skin, and do you guys see the difference? It's like sitting, but it's not cakey. It looks so good. For the average person that likes to set their under eyes and bake and do all that extra stuff, you're probably not gonna like this because as soon as this touches your face, it melts. It absorbs any liquid on your face and it just melts into the skin seamlessly, and it just looks so good. So I'm really glad I ended up getting a brighter shade, because it's like every time I do these full brand tutorials, the setting powder be messing me up. Like if I had to do my face with this, I would have kind of been disappointed. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have kind of been like, eh. So now I'm gonna take the butt of my sponge and I'm gonna set the rest of my face just to show you guys. And sometimes setting your face with a sponge just gives it a more seamless look. I don't do it often because I normally use pressed powders, but with loose powders, it looks really good. So I'm gonna show you guys this side. You guys see how flawless it looks? And then this side without the powder. I mean, it speaks for itself, baby. So my next makeup step is honestly bronzing and Miss Pat. Where's the bronzer? Where's the bronzer? Where's the bronzer? I would have loved to buy a bronzer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. But I don't see no bronzer yet, so you know. There's like 4 things that she doesn't have. No eyebrow pencil, but I don't really think she's like a brow person, so I kind of get it. There's no bronzer. There's no blush, but you can definitely use the eyeshadows, because also I feel like a lot of her products are multi-use, so you have to keep that in mind. Again, runway, you make do with what you got. And then there's no lip liner to my knowledge. There's a lot of lip products, but no lip liner. Oh, there is lip liner. Wow, I'm kind of mad. Wow, there's lip liners. Why did I not see this? Wow, I want to cancel this whole tutorial because y'all know I love a lip liner. Well, she has lip liners, y'all. She doesn't have brow products, bronzer, or a setting spray. As you can see, I'm still able to achieve this flawless look. Like, I love how my face looks right now, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here as my blush. It's a little too shimmery for me, but I'm gonna just roll with it. I'm probably gonna put my raisin on top or something, but that is kind of pretty though, because you guys know I don't like highlights, so it's giving me like a sheen in a sense. But I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my raisin, okay? I like blush. So we're almost done, and I'm kind of sad. So I'm gonna go in with, I got this little mini thing. I need to cut this. I just want to say I hate this packaging because these this confetti gets everywhere. So you know, it's cute or whatever, but like honestly, I can do without. So I'm gonna put bottom liner on. You guys know I've been actually liking bottom liner, and this is the Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil in Extreme Black. So I'm gonna go ahead and for some reason I want to add an inner corner, but I never like it when I do it. Like, I never like it, but I'm gonna tread very lightly with it. And I'm gonna take this pink shade right here and a pencil brush, and I'm just gonna like get that extra off. Just gonna like lightly put it there because I don't want it like too much. Just wanted to add a little depth to the look. So now I'm gonna use this mascara. This is a Dark Star mascara. I don't know if this is good or not. You guys know how I feel about mascara. I feel like mascara is one of those things I'll never splurge on personally because I wear lashes anyway, but I do use mascara. I just don't like go crazy about it, but this is actually kind of nice. I'm talking all that shit. For those of you guys that are not new to my channel, do you guys see how I'm using less tools? And this process has just been very easy. Like, you get what you pay for, okay? Sis, you get what you pay for. The last face product that I'm going to be using is called the Sublime Perfecting Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder. So it's supposed to, what is she supposed to do? It's supposed to brighten and blur your under eyes. It's a light coverage, a natural finish, and it's a pressed powder. So this actually, like, you guys, this actually is more pigmented than it looks. A lot of times when I see like blurring powders and stuff, they have no pigment to it. This one, like, do you see it on my brush? Do you see that? Okay. So I got the shade medium, and this was sold out for months. Like, I was being so thirsty. I wanted this for so long because you guys know I like that bright lifted under eye, and it was just sold out. It was gone, but it finally went back in stock. And this product is literally the reason why we're doing this one brand tutorial today, because I saw this and I was like, well, let's just get some more stuff while we're at it. So I ended up getting the rest of the stuff that you guys saw in this video that I didn't already have. But I just love using a pressed powder, whether it be underneath or on top of my loose setting powder. I feel like it just does something, and I feel like this would be a good touch-up powder too to have in your purse. And by the way, you guys, my face feels so light. It doesn't feel heavy. It honestly feels like I don't have any makeup on at all, and I'm so here for it. So you guys, I'm back, and I did add a little bit of highlight on my nose. I know Pat McGrath does have highlighters, but I didn't purchase any because I literally only wear highlight on my nose and it would have been a waste. So I did not purchase any, and I did lashes and I did some bottom mascara. So now I'm gonna move on to my lips. I have this little lip trio, and I'm not sure what colors are in here. We're about to see. This is actually a gift from my friend, this little lip trio. But I'm about to see what colors. Oh, these are pretty. They look so velvety. So I'm just gonna go in with my KKW lip liner in nude 2.5. And I like this one because it's like really close to my skin tone, but gives a little bit of depth. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this lipstick, Christy. It's like the closest to a nude. It's like a pinky nude. This might be a little bit too pink, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna do a little bit and blend her in. Oh, these are really velvety. Add some more. And mind you, my lips are so dry right now. I don't know what's been going on, but my lips have literally been peeling. Ooh, so cute. And I have two glosses from Pat McGrath. I have Dare to Bear, and I got a new one, For Real. So I'm debating. I want to go more on the nudie side. I don't want to be too obnoxious with all this pink and purple. So I'm going to take For Real and go over that. And just like tone it down and make it more nude. And I actually really like her lip glosses. They're like full coverage glosses. They're not too sheer. Gorgeous. And I'm gonna finish off my face with some Hourglass spray. Why is this not spraying on my face? All done. I look gorgeous, okay? Say what you want, feel how you feel, but I feel fabulous, okay? So I'm gonna zoom out and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so I feel like personally, in my opinion, this is my most successful one brand tutorial. Like, my face looks flawless. I absolutely love everything that I use. Nothing was a flop. Like, nothing was a flop. Everything looks so good. Like, look at my face. Do you guys see this? Like, what you're seeing here is what you see in real life. Like, period. So I would suggest, if you really want to upgrade your kit and invest in some products, you don't have to buy everything at once. It's gonna be pricey, okay, because I just bought everything. It's gonna be pricey, but like, buy things here and there. Start with the foundation, then get the concealer, then get the powder. Like, it's an investment, and it's definitely worth it, especially if you are into makeup. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, I loved everything. The only thing that was like the least underwhelming for me was the mascara and the eyeliner, but they were still good. But it's like eyeliner, mascara, those things that I'm just like, anyways. But I love my face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below any other brands you guys want me to try. I do have a list. Whenever I say a list, just know it's in my head. I do have a list of other things, but I'm curious to see what other brands you want me to try out. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.